Right, hello and welcome. This is the Renault R4 GTL, and when this update was announced, I was least excited for this car. Now this is because I knew or had a feeling that it was going to be slow and not that much fun, and I was both right and wrong about that statement, because now if we take this vehicle around Kyoto Driving Park, we see that I was right about the vehicle being slow. This vehicle struggles to travel up to 100 kilometers per hour traveling down Kyoto Driving Park straightaway, which means this vehicle in total, it took me almost 3 minutes to complete a single lap, with my fastest lap time being a 2 minute 53.8 second lap, which officially makes it the slowest car I have ever driven around the circuit. So look, the Renault R4 is already winning trophies. The question is, why would Gran Turismo or Polyphony Digital add an old slow French car? Well, for that reason we need to actually look at this vehicle's history, because if we look at the history, the Renault 4 was Renault's response to the Citroën 2CV and to offer an alternative for low income families. Now the car was launched at the time that car ownerships began to surge in France after a stagnant economic growth. Now eventually, over time, the car sold, or they've produced, over 8 million of these little Renault 4s. Even with the car selling 8 million units, there's cars that have sold way more than that and that aren't in the game. So why did they bring the Renault 4 in? Well, if we actually take a deeper look into the history of this vehicle, we actually discover the motorsport side of things. So in this car's history, this vehicle participated in the Paris-Dakar Rally, the London Sahara London Rally, the Mongol Rally, and even the Group A Rally. Yes, this car became a homologation spec vehicle and it went into rallying. And fun fact, in 2011 this vehicle actually participated in the Monte Carlo Rally to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this vehicle. So for 24,400 credits you get this vehicle. Now the reason it's quite slow is the fact that it has a 1.1 liter, that is an inline 4, that produces 33 brake horsepower. I think I produce 33 brake horsepower. The vehicle weighs 720 kgs and it has a top speed standard of 78 miles per hour, which is 125.5 kilometers per hour. So when it comes to a track focused vehicle, it's not that. This was to just get your family from your house to church, back, or to the market. That was all it was meant for, and you didn't really need a lot of horsepower to go down those small country roads. So what interests me is how heavily focused this car's motorsport career is with off-roading. So now if we take this vehicle off-road and head on over to Sardinia windmills, we see that this vehicle is actually a lot of fun, because if you're able to just hold the accelerator down throughout the entire course, the vehicle isn't going fast enough, but the vehicle still has the ability to slide out. And when I tell you, if you have to use this vehicle either on-road or off-road, I'm gonna say go with off-road every single time, because it almost feels like it unlocks a different side of the Renault 4 once you actually take this vehicle off-road. Yes, it's not going to be the fastest thing, because even around Sardinia windmills we find ourselves sitting lap times around the 1 minute 55.2 second mark. So now if we head on over to a tuning shop, we can add some well needed upgrades. The fact that this little Renault has ultimate parts is I just find it funny. So after spending quite a bit of money on the Renault 4, well, then you are going to be left with 121 brake horsepower and a vehicle that only weighs 630 kgs. Yes, we almost pulled 100 kgs out of an already lightweight vehicle, and we more than tripled the horsepower on this little vehicle. So it should make it a lot better. After we're done with the performance side of things, we can head on over to GT Auto and see what visual customization we can do to this vehicle. And in fact, there are actually a few mods that we can do to it to just make it more rally inspired. So after slapping on a white body kit and livery, we are ready to go and take a round circuit to see how it performs now that the vehicle is fully upgraded. So when I tell you, it is honestly a brand new vehicle. It does not feel the way it felt originally. It is a lot faster, however the vehicle is still slow. We see around Kyoto Driving Park, the vehicle is setting lap times around a 1 minute 56.6 second mark, which frankly is horrendous. It's not fast at all, and considering the fact that most cars stock are setting faster lap times in this, and I'm not even talking about new cars, older cars as well set faster lap times in this stock. So look, from where we came from, this is a massive improvement. Saving almost a minute overall in time is quite impressive. And if you can actually stretch out the gears, you can see yourself traveling over 200 kilometers per hour behind the wheel of this little Renault. And that's what I like about it. This vehicle, okay, look, it is slow, but it does have a fun side. Yes, you can get a grip, you can actually chuck this vehicle through corners, especially when you take it off-road. But before we get into that, on-road handling, the brakes on it are quite decent. I mean, look, we aren't going that fast that the vehicle needs to really slow down that much, but overall, just the way the vehicle handles, it's quite fun, especially if you drive it fully upgraded straight after you drove it stock. You really see or feel the difference now in performance. But with this vehicle, it's something that you have to, when you first get behind the wheel of this car, because if you drive anything else, you are gonna get behind the wheel of this and think this is absolutely trash, it's horrible, you're not gonna want to drive it again. The minute you get on, drive this vehicle, experience it, and then you can find yourself saying, okay, you know what, maybe it isn't that bad. Because if you've tasted or sampled anything else before this, yeah, you're gonna think this is not good at all and shouldn't be in this game. So with that being said, the Renault 4, in my eyes, because this was the first car I tested out of the updates, it's not looking too bad. And then when we take it off-road, it just got even better. It got so much better, because the Renault 4, yes, it was not setting the fastest laps possible, but setting a 1 minute 30 second lap time around Sardinia windmills is quite decent. It's not the fastest thing out there, because we find vehicles setting 1 minute 10 second laps, but for this little Renault 4, I was quite impressed and I was quite content with how fast this vehicle was. I was very chuffed and just happy with how different it feels now that we actually upgraded the power level on this vehicle. The Renault 4 fully upgraded off-road is an absolute blast. It's super quirky, it's super fun, it is slow, but look, it's still a lot of fun, and I actually enjoyed my time in the Renault 4. But hey, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts on the Renault 4? Are you a fan of it? Hate it? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next Gran Turismo 7 video.